Hi guys, Bobby here from Peak Performance Academy, and today's Coach's Corner, train the body can help train the mind. So on this video what I want to touch on is that when it comes to the gym and it comes to a person's mindset, we'll say training and your health and fitness and taking care of your body has such a positive effect on somebody's mental health. So we see people that come into the gym to us, and maybe we might meet them before they'd ever come to the gym, and they might say, oh, I'm going to get fit before I get in there, or I'll try to get myself in a certain shape before I actually try the gym. So to me, straight away as a coach, what I notice is that person is lacking an awful lot of self-confidence, and maybe that person is struggling with body imaging issues as well, that they don't want to come to a gym because they just feel that they're going to be totally alienated, they're going to be totally out of their comfort zone. They might have never done anything like this before, and I suppose what we are trying to do as coaches is trying to make it clear to that person that remember, to get results or to pull yourself out of that hole, the most important thing is to start and take that step forward. We'll say on mental wellness, the positive effects of training are absolutely huge. So when you get that person to come into the gym, straight away they have a new focus in their life. They have something else directed away from maybe the problems they're facing in their home life or work life. Okay, so they have that little bit of a different focus for that particular hour that they come to the gym. And that's really, really important, because a lot of the time with people, what we find is that they spend an awful lot of time in their own head, and when it comes to pulling them out of that and bringing them into an environment that they're not used to, this is a completely new experience for the body and for the mind, which is really, really important. So you take them into the gym, you talk them through what they're meant to be doing, you start to educate that person, you start to motivate them, you start to coach them, you start to talk to them, and you start to listen to them as a coach. And that is so powerful for that person. They can walk away from that session. Okay, it's never going to be perfect after a few weeks, but you've just taken that person out of their life for that 1 hour. They have something totally new to focus on. They're getting somebody in their corner that's going to really drive them, support them, motivate them, and actually coach them and educate them. So that's very empowering for the client, and the actual power and positive outcome that can be for that person can be huge. So when it comes to training, as much as we do helping people in the weights room and in their cardio life and in their nutrition and all that, the biggest player I find for the person is it helps them up here in their mental health. Now, we're not saying we're psychologists or counselors or anything like that, but what we're saying is that we can see from years of experience what actually bringing somebody out of their current lifestyle habits and bringing them into an environment they're not used to, how beneficial it is on their mental health. And remember, it gives them, like I said, a new focus, a new drive. And they might stay at this for a couple of weeks and they start to see some results. And straight away there's a positivity in their life for the first time. They're seeing something, they're saying, look, I've achieved this finally in my life, I've done something. I'm starting to change my body image, I'm starting to feel better, I'm starting to sleep better, I have a better work-life balance. And that's an empowering feeling for somebody. So straight away that's so positive for them and their mindset, and that's going to be really, really strong. That's why we're really passionate about it, in terms of when a person actually feels that way, then we can start to really drive on with the training, really start to push the person, educate them even more, and start setting long-term goals. So it's no longer thinking short-term in a period of 2-3 months, we're thinking a year down the road. So that person then is straight away, their mind is taken and saying, okay, I need to be here in a year's time, I need to be here in 6 months' time, I need to be here in 2 years' time. So when it comes, just to go back to the title of the email, when it comes to the gym is so powerful in terms of mindset for a person. Think about somebody you know that may be struggling in their life. If they had a goal, if they had something that would take them out of their headspace for 1 hour a day, somebody to be in their corner as well, that's going to be away from their whole social surrounding, somebody totally neutral that's going to work with that person, has no, we'll say, previous experience with that person, and is really going to promote them, educate them, and drive them. That's going to be a massive help for that person's mental well-being. So that's why when it comes to the gym, it's so much more, and I always quote this, more than sets, reps, weights and all that. It can be so good for a person that comes into a gym. If they lose 1 pound in a month, that can be a motivating factor for them. As little as that. And I mean, we've seen people obviously lose way more than that in a month, but think about it, little mini goals, little step forwards for that person could be absolutely huge. Basically, the empowerment of them walking up the stairs and actually coming into their first session, walking away from their first session and feeling great. The coach telling them, listen, you did great in your session, you're really good this week, you've improved since last week, your weight has came down, you're looking better, you're feeling better, your complexion, your attitude is better. So that's a huge thing that the gym can do for your mindset. So if you know anybody or yourself watching this video that might be struggling with a few life problems, and you spend a lot of time in your own head and you struggle with a lot of issues in terms of, it could be your body imaging issues, it could be self-confidence, it could be anything. Just look to maybe your health and fitness as maybe not a way out, but as maybe a stepping stone to get out of that rut that you're in. So if you feel that you're in that space at the moment, look to your training, look to say, right, could I set something, could I meet a coach, could I set up something with them, maybe I might get a new goal for myself in my next year of my life, and then from there we're just going to build and grow. Maybe that's something that could be just the anchor that's holding you back is not doing something, or not having a challenge, or not having something to aspire to, and you feel that what could I do, or I don't think I could go to the gym. Stop saying then things to yourself and actually say, yes I can, of course I can. I'm a human being, I have 2 legs and 2 arms, I can do the same as every other person. I can go to the gym, I can get a coach, and I can get myself in the shape that I want to be in, that I feel like I would feel better in a body in. And so that's really, really powerful. And if you're that kind of person, taking that step to go to the gym is going to be such a massive benefit to you. And I would say, if you are in that mind space, take that step, take that action now. Don't wait. Get a coach, get yourself a goal, get into the gym, get the mind, start training the mind, train the body. They both work in unison together, and you're going to, without 100%, you're going to make yourself a one step, or 1%, 2%, 3% better every single session you do, because you'll be empowered. If you have the right coaching behind you, you're going to be empowered in every session, you're going to feel better, you're going to look better, and you will pull yourself out of that little rut that you're in. So that is what I would say is a very powerful thing when it comes to the gym. It's so much more than weights, it's an empowerment for the person. So if you are that kind of person, now is the time to take action. So take that step forward. Make contact with some facility, make contact with a coach, and say, right, I'm now in a position, I'm going to change my life, I'm going to take myself out of this rut, and I'm going to achieve something. So thanks for listening, guys. I hope that was something that resonates with you. If you like what you hear, you find us at peakperformancecanary.com, all our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and our YouTube channel, Peak Performance Canary. Also our podcast, Reach Your Peak Podcast, with a new podcast out today, with the title of Weight Loss Success, How to Be Successful When Losing Weight. So if you like anything here, you'll find us on all our social media platforms, guys. Don't be afraid to get in contact, and hopefully that this video will help you.